Shall we move on to our next conversation?
Yeah, sure. So we've been talking about it this all morning. How far does your daily bread or wage take you, and what do you do to make up for the shortfall? So we posted this on Facebook. Let's get to see some of the comments that we have there. We may take some of the comments and maybe we probably may also take some phone calls. But let's just get to watch the video first.
The student learn if the teacher is not happy. Have you forgotten it's the teacher who teaches the student? Or the student teaches themselves? Answer that question. When the teacher is hungry, do you expect the teacher to teach? How will the teacher teach when he's hungry?
So for you, with this demonstration, if nothing is done about it, what then do you do?
We lay down our tools. If nothing is done, we sit in the house until something is done. In fact, I'm ready to be sacked. I don't care.
You're ready to be sacked?
Yes, I don't care. You can look at my Facebook.
You work with Ghana Education Service.
I don't care.
That's where you earn your daily bread.
Daily bread?
Right.
Did you say daily bread?
But you're a teacher. That's where you earn your keep.
The bread is not up to a day.
Oh, the bread is not up to a day?
It's not up to a day.
So the bread is up to which hour?
Not even a day.
All right, so we posted this video on Facebook as well, and we have some comments coming through. How far does your daily bread or wage take you, and what do you do to make up
for the shortfall? Okay, Makzaro Bryn says we are in a country where Tibonkoso, leaders don't think about the Tibonkoso leaders don't think about the people who have them, who gave them the power, but rather think about their bellies and families. You had the common sense to increase the salaries of yourselves and MPs, but when it comes to those who even do the hard work, you goddamn tell them we are not in normal times, so they should have 4% increase. Are you guys serious at all? Useless criminals. Ernest Cardinal says even Okada fare wouldn't take this 4% increment, or would take this for, okay, so the Okada fare will take the difference that you make from this increment. Isaac Maji Graham says, Isaac Ajati Akufo Matthew Samote, come and see your science and pre-tech teacher. Said, oh, okay. So the guy in the video is the pre-tech teacher, science and pre-tech teacher, said David. Okay, Ricardo says, NPP, never again, 419 family and friends. They are just enjoying the money, Ghanaians, that needs to be paid well. But now they are taking the poor people's money in the country as they work hard. For us, NPP, never, never again. I know about your spelling, never, never. Anyway, Kwame Kubi John says, I will demonstrate against Anado and NPP by voting against them in 2024. So that's it for Facebook. But we're asking you, how far does your daily bread take you? 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock? Or you just make it to the 10th of the month, and by the 10th of the month, Charlie, kaput is Gary all the way. Soaking your Gary overnight and going back to Tom Brown and beans. You know beans, when you eat small, it swells in your stomach, so you'll be full for the whole day. There are strategies that we employ. What day of the month do you start employing strategies? You know how when we're paid for the first 5 days, you see people eating bread and cheese in the morning, fried rice, ordering salads. Charlie, by the 10th or the 12th, it's back to the comic ekina. You get what I mean? So how do you cope? Obviously, Israel can't relate, so this conversation...
Why do you bring me to this conversation all the time? No, okay, so for me, what I'd say is, it's also about how, I've always maintained that it's not about how much you earn, it's about how you spend.
That's what people who have enough money say, though. Oh. Like, that's what people who have enough money say. It's not about how much you earn, it's about how much you spend. Like, we ain't even got enough to spend in the first place.
No, I mean, I'm willing to share some of my survival tips.
Okay, let's listen to Israel's survival tips. But the phone lines are also open. 0302-211-691, 0302-211-692. Call us and tell us how you survive through the month. If you make it through the month, how far does your daily bread go? But a moment's silence for Israel Lai, as he's about to tell us or give us some tips on how to survive.
So one of the things I'd advise is you do bulk buying. So bulk buying, it should be everything, and one other way, one thing you should do, if you have to buy water, and you're going to buy water each time from here, from the Kokomilme Mall. Each time you go to buy the water, the woman who's selling to you has put on her profit. But how about you buy a sachet, a bag of sachet water, and you keep it. So that each time you're coming to work, if you know you're going to use 2-3 sachets, you bring the 2-3 sachets with you. Okay. So that you don't have to go and spend and get some profit to the...
Israel was going to say bottle, but he looked at my face, assessed the situation, and saw that no. He has to say sachet water. But I've never seen him drink sachet water. And say, what do you say?
Okay, I can continue if you want bottled water as well.
No,
I'd also advise that if you buy a bottle of water, you take that bottle home so that you can refill. You can refill with sachet and carry it with you. So you probably may need 2 or 3 bottles. When you do that, you're also saving the environment, because then you're not polluting. And you see me carry a lunch bag. That lunch bag has my water and something to get by during the day. And I'd also encourage people to get home-cooked meals. So you prepare a meal at home. It's healthier, and again, you're not going to, give the woman who's selling by the roadside your profit. Contribute to her profit.
Yeah, it's debatable though in terms of whether it's cheaper or not to cook at home. Because when you're cooking at home, there's the gas or the electricity, and then there's the ingredients, there's the cost of packaging.
Yeah.
And depending on your budget, if your budget is 2 cedi 50 pesos for the day.
2 cedis 50 pesos for the day, but for the week, it's 2 cedi 50 pesos times 7.
5. Okay, so working days 5 or 7, which is 14.
Yeah.
Let's say 14 cedis.
So these are survival skills that you need. I learned these things from my mother.
Echo, are we convinced about Israel's survival skills?
We can ask the callers. we have Alfred calling. Alfred is calling from Cape Coast. Hello, Alfred.
Hello.
All right, so we're talking about your daily wage and how far it takes you.
Well, the daily wage in Ghana, the daily bread in Ghana, is something that it's actually not bread.
Okay.
But it's just the flour.
It's not bread, it's flour.
The amount up to the flour. So, personally, what I do is I do from the back to the front, as every Ghanaian would do from the front to the back. That is, when people get their salary, they spend, in quotes, lavishly before they start doing the wahala trend.
Okay.
But personally, I do it in a way that I'm actually a student, so when I have much money, I spend extremely less in the beginning part of the month. And then when people are going broke, that's when I chill.
Okay.
So that's how far my daily bread takes me.
So are there anything, is there anything that you do when it comes to spending that you feel that you can share with everybody else?
What I do most often than not is I walk a lot.
Okay.
Because sometimes there are places that you would have to go that if you take a cab for the entire journey, the cost will be more. But then you can, walk around, exercise, in quotes, the broke man's mentality.
Yeah.
Keep yourself fit and keep your money in your pocket.
It's good.
And also try to buy the least things which give value. Don't buy things which are not necessary.
Yeah.
And then in your emotions, you think they are necessary. So I think those...
I like Alfred. Alfred, so I was sharing some survival tips, as saying, buying in bulk, buying a bag of sachet water and keeping it so that you can take 1 or 2 each day. What do you make of my survival tips?
Well, that is also a good thing. But with the buying in bulk, you could as well go to close but remote areas where they have these market days.
Okay.
Then you buy in bulk from there because it is extremely cheap.
Yeah.
Then you bring it over to wherever you are, and then it can take you further.
Yeah. All right, great. Thank you very much, Alfred, for sharing. Alfred is calling from Cape Coast. So let's go to Frederick, who's calling from Kaswa. Frederick. Hello, Frederick.
Frederick, are you there? Okay, looks like
Hello.
Frederick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Frederick.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. So, how...
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, Frederick.
Yes.
Is that Frederick?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello.
Is that Frederick? Frederick, don't listen to yourself on the TV. You can mute the TV and listen to us on the phone. Hello?
Hello.
Yes. All right, so you tell us, how do you get by?
Yeah, first of all, I must say this is a very interesting topic you are discussing.
Okay.
And Israel, I work in a private company, and I must say that in terms of our daily wage, it's ridiculous because you don't realize this until you get to the 15th of the month, and then you realize you are totally derailed of all your salary.
All right.
So for me, what I do is that I have a very well-organized planned budget for myself.
Okay.
So I ensure that I always spend within my budget.
Yeah.
Because the temptations all over the place, there are temptations all over the place. And if you are not careful, you do impulse buy. You understand? So it's good to have a budget and then spend within your budget. You mentioned of bulk purchasing. When it comes to, for instance, the nose mask that we are all using these days.
Yeah.
When you go to the roadside select, they sell one for 1 cedi.
Yes.
And it's 50 in a pack. So it means if you continue to buy from them, you spend 50 cedi.
Yes.
Yeah, but when you buy the box, the highest I've bought so far was 20 cedi. So it means you have reserved 30 cedi. You understand? So buying in bulk.
That is excellent. You can actually get it for, I buy the box for 15 cedis.
15 cedis.
Yes.
You see? So it means you save 35 cedis.
Exactly.
And you don't recognize this until you pay attention to some of these petty things. So it's important we pay attention to how we spend our money and what we spend our money on.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So you see, the bulk buying, it works.
Of course the bulk buying works, Israel. The bulk buying works for people who have money to bulk buy. You have to be earning after a certain amount to be able to take 300 or 400 cedis and bulk buy for your house.
The example we just heard right now has to do with buying of nose mask.
But that's just nose mask. So there's nose
it's just one of the
things.
things.
There's water. There's Milo. Obahe sabola fio, amo fio, tin tomatoes, water, meat, chicken, fish, cleaning items, bleach,
bulk
soap,
buying
toilet roll.
works.
By the time you finish, it's like 600 cedis. How many people have 600 cedis
bulk
at the end of the month to bulk buy? Anyways, who? So we're going to Edward. Have we spoken to Edward?
Hello.
Okay. Hi. Good morning. Is this Edward or Patrick?
Patrick. I'm Patrick.
Patrick.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
what's up?
So.
Okay. Austin then.
I'm glad to move.
Okay. Awesome. So what's up? How do you make your money stretch?
In fact, the system is so bad. The system is so bad that it defies bulk buying principle. In that, for example, now let's say you need some tomatoes, you need some tabulai like red onion and others. If you want to buy bulk buying, you should also consider storage. And the electricity bill is at an all-time astronomical high. You understand? It defies the principles of bulk buying. For example, when you talk about having a line pack with you to work and having some sachet of water in your bag, then you are talking about having extra luggage. And when you talk about extra luggage, you're going to be charged for transportation. All these things defy buying the thing. The problem is that the country is not the best of it. The economy is bad. You can barely feed. Your daily bread, maximum by 7:30 in the morning, your daily bread is eroded. You have nothing left.
Okay.
That's interesting. Okay, so wow,
Patrick.
by the time you have breakfast, that's it, Charlie. It's not easy. But we move.
Yeah, we move.
Yeah,
we move. But yes, I mean, the practical ways you can get to do this, and I'm talking about bulk buying, and I'm not saying you should bulk buy everything, but bulk buy as much, and you can save bits, and eventually, or at the end of the month, you realize that it comes to something significant.
I don't think Israel has ever felt this traumatized in his life as much as he feels when I'm on his case. But this is my corporate social
You just enjoy being on my case.
It's my corporate social responsibility to terrorize you a little bit.
Who assigned you that?
Just a little bit. It's a heavenly assignment.